Hello. Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? Is that time of the month where we do the end of the month tier list? I've been doing this for every month since the game came out. So if you want to consider checking the channel out, there's also a giveaway in the description below. So yeah, as always, let's start with Asta. She's still an A for me. Nothing has changed with Asta. She's still really good for pure fiction right now, so if you want to consider using her, she's definitely good. Next is Herta. This is the first time I put Herta anything above than C. So Herta now is actually an S just because of the pure fiction mode. I think that she is really good. If you want to consider building her, I'll put her higher, but this is the only mode I would use her. Besides farming XP, if you want to use that too, she's really good there. But yeah, Herta is definitely a good character to consider build. Also, we get her for free, so yeah. Bronya, of course, always Z. I don't know when will Bronya be dethroned. I don't think that will happen anytime soon. Seele, I'll still put her in S. She's still good. Serval, she's not bad for the new mode, but I would consider using other characters beside her, so I'll put her in B. Gepard, with the new Golden Gear event, he has been really good for the higher difficulties. If you want to go Preservation or Remembrance, he is amazing. I'll put him high S. He's considered S plus for me, but I just don't see it with like outside Golden Gear for higher difficulties where I use Report. Natasha, I'll say B. Still good healing option if you don't have healers on your team. Pella, that's gonna be the first S plus character, and she's just amazing to use. Even pure fiction, just Memory of Chaos, Golden Gear, she's just my favorite 4-star to use at the moment. Clara, I don't have her, but I just know a lot of players who have her and seen showcases for her. And for me, Clara is high A, between high A and S. I'll put her in S just for the Clara mains who are gonna comment on that, so yeah. Sampu, I'll put him. He's not bad actually. Like Sampu in general is not a bad investment if you wanna build him with Kafka. So yeah, I'll put him in A. Physical Trailblazer still the worst. Hook, believe it or not, Hook is used in Memory of Chaos by some players and they still managed to beat it. So they're coming, but I'm putting her in C. Locha, of course, easy in Z. If my mouse can work, I don't know what's happening. And Jing Yuang, this is a disappointment for me because Jing Yuan always keeps like going up and down in my tier list. Depends on when I get to use him. I just feel like he's one of those DPSs that he's very depending on the content. So with Jing Yuan, this time I'm gonna put him in A. I haven't used him in like beside like even Memory of Chaos because that was the one content I enjoyed using him, Memory of Chaos. I didn't use him. I didn't use him in Golden Gear. I didn't even use him in Pure Fiction, which is the mode that was made for Air Edition, kind of. So yeah, still didn't get to use him. So again, this tier list is based on my opinion and my experience. So if you have any disagreements, of course, I'm welcome for them. Bailu, actually wait, Yang Sheng, I put him in C. He deserves to be in C. He's trash. The worst 5-star character in the game. Bailu, I'll say also in A. She's really good. Tang Young, also amazing. Put her in S plus. Still really good. QQ or Shengshou, I'll put her. She's high A between S. I'll say S. For now. Of course, this is considering you have her E4 to E6. If she's anything below that, she's probably D or C, something like that. So yeah, keep that in mind. With the 4-star characters, I tend to rank them if they have some dupes in them. Like Pella or Tengyang, they don't really need that dupes, but if they have them, that's a plus. But for a character like Xing Shou, if you don't have any dupes, just put her in D or C. But I'm considering her to be either E4 or E6, so that's why I'm putting her here. Su Shang, that's gonna be also in C. Unfortunately, single target right now is not the greatest. So yeah. Fire Trailblazer actually has been good for pure fiction if you need any fire character with any AoE, so I think Fire Trailblazer had good gameplay this patch, so I'll put her in B and in A, just for the pure fiction. Also, a lot of characters have access to. I mean, not all of the players have access to the Fire Trailblazer. Yukong, that will be also A. Yukong is really good, and she's also free, by the way. But the only like drawback for her is just that she relies a lot on speed and like managing the speed of the team. If you manage to do that with her, she's definitely good to use. March 7th, I'm gonna put her in S. Actually, March 7th is really good, especially in pure fiction as well. If you want to use the not pure fiction, sorry. Golden Gear, if you're gonna go Remembrance or Preservation, she's just good. Wind Den Hong, that's gonna be in also C. I don't see myself using him at the moment. Himiko, I'll put her in S. Actually, no, I'll put her in S+. Wait, no, I think that's too much. Himiko is really good with her follow-ups, especially that she only need 3 breaks and then she do her follow-up attack in pure fiction. But outside that, yeah, I'm gonna put her back in S. She's good. Oh, actually, Himiko, this is the first time you get an S, so you're gonna be high S. How about that? Welt still in A. I feel like Welt has been consistent to be in A for almost all the tier lists, but he's good if you want to use him for Memory of Chaos. I really liked using him against Kafka and MOC 12. So yeah, Kafka, and I think I'm gonna put her in S plus because soon she might be in Z. We'll see. We will see. I just like using her right now just by her own, without any DOT characters, just to support character, either healer or like Fush Wang. She's really good. I like using Kafka, and she's not that hard to build. Just give her attack, and most of the light cones work on her. So yeah. Next is Silverwolf. I'm gonna also keep her in S plus. I haven't used her a lot, to be honest, and my issue with Silverwolf still remains that Pella has AoE over her, and that's something that maybe we can get another content that's like pure fiction but with single target focus. Then yeah, I will see these characters pop off like Seele, Silverwolf, Dr. Ratio, Su Shang even. So yeah, even when Den Hong, he was considered to have one of the highest single target DPS as well. So yeah. Ardlin, I'll put him in D. Blade, let's go with S+. Blade has always been consistent. So yeah. Luca, I'll put him in C. And Imbibitor Lune, I was actually thinking of putting him in S, just because of the skill point issue that we have. But when I consider the damage that he can do, I'll still put him in S+. His damage is really good, but you need to make a team that works for him. He's the hyper carry, of course, but the skill points he requires are a lot. So yeah, Fush Wang, of course, easily in Z, just really good character to rely on, good support, just everything is good about this character. Lynx, the free healer, also got a free dupe for her recently. I'll put her in, I'll put her in high S. Not high, I mean just an S. And Gwenofine, I think that's also an S. She's really good fire option if you're considering fire DPS in general, that we don't have much of them in the game yet. So There is Himiko, there is Hook, there is Gwenifine. I would go for Gwenifine myself. Jingliu, I'll say she's Z. She's easily the easiest DPS to use. Doesn't require much support like Den Hong, and it's just broken in my opinion. With doing all that damage without using any skill point, that's really good. Just like Blade. But of course the difference in the damages is insane. So yeah. Next is Shuei. She's really good DPS. I haven't used her much to be honest, but I feel like I still prefer to use Seele over her. These are two different characters. This is more single target. This is destruction, but for now I just don't know if I would use her, so I'm gonna put her in A still. Next is Topaz, the follow-up support character, kind of a sub DPS. I don't understand Topaz, really. Like on paper, the follow-up support seems broken, but in game, I just feel it's underwhelming. I don't know why. So I'll still put Topaz in A. Characters like Dr. Ratio, with himself, he's doing good. He doesn't need Topaz. So yeah, I just don't see it. Next is Argenti. I'll put him also in S because he is really good in Pure Fiction. And you can make the argument for Memory of Chaos or like Golden Gears and all that. But I just feel like Erudition in general, for me, is not the path. Like, you have Herta already that's given E5 for free, so I can just use her instead of pulling for that 5-star, you know? But again, that's my opinion. So yeah. Next is Hanya. I think Hanya is also in S. Really good character to use, support, especially for Den Hong as well with the skill points. So if you want to consider using her instead of pulling for Sparkle, definitely do so. She's really good. Next is Woo Woo. Of course, that's easily in Z. Like, having a healer who buffs your attack and gives you energy is insane. So yeah. I don't need to explain, like, even to think about it, but yeah, Ruan Mei, of course, is in Z. She literally destroyed the game. Like, that's a whole new, like, I feel like without Ruan Mei on the team that I use, like right now for me, I use Jingliu, Bronya, Ruan Mei, and Hu, right? If I take Ruan Mei off the team, or like put Pella instead of Ruan Mei, to use Ruan Mei another team, I feel the gap. Like, without having her in the team, just feels different game. But with her, everything is just easy. So yeah. And last but not least is Dr. Ratio, the man who made a whole Genshin community just rage, and I really hope stuff changes for Genshin, but yeah. Dr. Ratio, I'll put him in S. He is really, really good. I wouldn't consider him better than Seele, but they both can coexist. That's Quantum and that's Imaginary. These two can do different things. Yes, they're both single target, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that's it for my end of the month tier list. Let me know what you think. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay safe and bye.